5:30.
Welcome into News Channel 11 at 5:30. I'm Sarah Diamond. Josh will rejoin us in just a few moments. Vaccines are at the top of a lot of people's minds these days. Our digital reporter Jeff Keeling has stayed on top of the vaccination data for our viewing area, and he's also been checking with older area residents who are eligible for vaccines as they make the journey from waiting to the first dose. Here's what he heard from Anita Sewell of Johnson City.
It was about a week ago. They said, I'm in a line of 6,000 people, and it might be 3 weeks, and we still don't know about having the product.
Well, Jeff, that stacks up with what a lot of people are hearing from others about this rollout for the 75 and older population. So tell me, what do you know and what do you see data-wise?
Yes, well, Sarah, folks are working to get themselves vaccinated, whether that's getting in a line at a mass event like the ones we've seen at Bristol Motor Speedway, or contacting their local health departments like Ms. Sewell did in Washington County. She's got a great attitude about it, by the way. And I know a lot of what we're seeing lends itself to a sense of frustration and maybe even chaos. So I do think the data are important because, you know, if you'll pull up graphic number 1 for me, that reveals that, relatively speaking, Northeast Tennessee is outperforming the state significantly in getting people their first dose of vaccine. You know, through Monday, across the region, 7.2% of the population had gotten the first dose. That's 60% better than the state average of 4.5%.
So how's it looking across the state line in our area in Southwest Virginia?
Similar. You look at graphic 2, Virginia is behind Tennessee as a state. The CDC reports today that Virginia ranks 37th compared to Tennessee's 21st among states for the percentage that have gotten at least one dose. But Southwest Virginia, on the left in this graphic, it's over 5.6% to the statewide rate of 3.3%. That's 71% better, and you know, boy do they need it. We'll get to that.
Well, that is encouraging, but okay, so let's talk about some new case rates. Are these moving in the right direction, and do you think the vaccinations are playing a role in this data yet?
Well, the answer to the first question is yes. If you look at graphic 3, that's the 14-day average of new daily cases in Northeast Tennessee. You know, that peaked on December 20th at 603. That's 119 cases per 100,000 population per day. That rate has really plummeted, and now it's as low as it's been since before Thanksgiving weekend. Are vaccinations already playing a role? Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I get the feeling that has to be making at least a little difference, but when I look at new weekly nursing home cases, they're as high as they've been yet, so there's a ways to go. Yeah,
so Northeast Tennessee's trend looks very promising for right now. How about Southwest Virginia?
Well, good, but not as good. If you look at graphic 4, you can see the trend line hasn't had a steady drop there until the last 12 days, and their peak was just January 9th. It wasn't as high as a rate per 100,000, but as of yesterday, well, today, Northeast Tennessee's rate per 100,000 is lower than Southwest Virginia's, and that's showing up in some other data as well.
Mm-hmm. So last week you said that you were concerned about a decrease in testing and these high positivity percentages. Do you think that could be masking an actual higher case rate?
Well, there is some good news there too, actually. If you pull up graphic number 5, and I did talk about that a lot last week, you can see the weekly positivity percentage. That's how many out of every 100 people tested as positive for Northeast Tennessee. Those rates reached their highest levels in the 2 preceding weeks, but in the week through last Sunday, which is in green, that rate's down, and you actually have to go back to the week ending November 15th to find a lower rate. Now in Virginia, the data are only by health district, but when I checked there, it also showed big improvements in positivity percentage.
So we've reported recently on the decline in the number of people hospitalized in Ballard Health facilities. That seems to be good news. What is the state data showing?
Well, I'll call that one a tale of 2 states, really. You know, remember the difference in case rates and how Tennessee's coming out of their spike earlier and faster? Hospitalizations tend to lag new cases by about 10 days. So if you look at graphic 6, Northeast Tennessee's hospitalization trends, they dropped sharply, going all the way back to early December. which I really still can't completely account for because cases rose into mid-December, and you'd expect hospitalizations to rise till around the new year. But now they're rising again, even though cases have dropped for several weeks. So it's hard to figure out there. But if you look at graphic 7, which is Southwest Virginia, it's a different story. With one short break, they had a steady increase from late November until just a few days ago. And since December 1st, if you adjust for population, Southwest Virginia has had triple the hospitalization rate of Northeast Tennessee.
Okay, so a mixed bag, but generally encouraging news. Now, I know experts say the deaths lag new cases by 20 to 25 days. So what does the data show there?
Well, they show that we should know more about the case trends within a few weeks in terms of deaths. If you look at graphic 8, that's the 14-day average for the whole region in new daily deaths reported. That peaked in mid-December, and then it re-peaked last Saturday. Well, that was 26 days after Northeast Tennessee's peak in cases. It's dropping again, and if the lower new case rates are based in reality and they hold, it stands to reason that average could soon fall below 8 a day and stay there for the first time since mid-November.
Well, that would be welcome news for sure. Now, is there a difference between the two states?
Well, sure enough, there is. Southwest Virginia, and this is no surprise considering the data, it's reached its highest 14-day average the past 2 days for deaths. Northeast Tennessee's rate is off its highs, but it hasn't had a sustained drop, so it's hard to get too confident yet, especially after today when they reported 20 new deaths just in the Northeast Tennessee region. Now, if you check out graphic 9, since January 1st, Southwest Virginia's seen 39 deaths per 100,000 population. That's 50% higher than Northeast Tennessee's 26 per 100,000. So those lagging death numbers are basically tracking with case numbers.
All right, we got to finish off at least with some little bit more good news if we can, Jeff, if you have any.
Agreed. We talked at the start about vaccines. It's a major undertaking. We know that, but we're making progress, and the comparative data showed that. If we look at raw numbers, let's pull up graphic number 10. Okay, we got right around 750,000 people living in our 15-county area in the 2 states. More than 50,000 have gotten their first jab now. That's a lot of people when you think about it. And we're past the 6,000 mark in people fully vaccinated. My wife is a nurse, and she's among them. Look, it's been a long slog of social distancing, and that's really tough on people. I talked with Anita Sewell about life after she's vaccinated, and here's what she said. I got to say, it warmed my heart.
Once I feel safe, it'll be wonderful to go back to church, and it'll be wonderful to go to the senior center, to exercise and play Scrabble with my friends.
That warms my heart as well. I love it. Jeff, thank you so much. A lot of numbers flying around, but you're putting them into perspective for us. We appreciate that. Well, you can see more COVID-19 data breakdowns right now on WJHL.com. Josh?